Let me tell you what performance is like. You go all the way up, it's unbelievable, and then pop, it's over. And you get dumped back in to a room where it's completely quiet, and you have this culture shock of like, what was that, and what's this, and it gets real quiet. They make chemicals that help with that, but I don't take those chemicals most of the time. So, just making a shake at 4:22 in the morning. There's a discipline involved. You become kind of like, look at me, burying the lead here. Did a surprise midnight show with Chappelle. It was great. The lovely, wonderful Tiffany Haddish came up and joined us. It was a great show. And then you break off from it. You come back to your room. Noise, high energy, and then crickets. And that takes some experience to navigate, because it is a very unnatural experience to go from all that to rice cakes. But we do. So I'm using the chemical Togetherall, which I've talked about before. It's my favorite drug in the world. I want to make a shake. It's best if you think it's rock and roll in my life, but really it's just shakes. The theater of rock and roll. How was your day? Almond butter as always, living the almond butter life. Who's saying what? Can I please sing Bold as Love right now? He cries, towering, shining metallic purple armor. Queen jealousy, envy waits behind it. Hide her. Her fiery green gown sneers at the grassy ground. Blue and life-giving waters, taken for granted. They quietly understand. Once every turquoise army's the opposite and ready. And wonder why the fight is on. 'Cause I'm bold, bold as love. Hear me talking to you. I'm bold as love. Oh, it's important. I'm bold as love. Just my youngest case is not so mellow. In fact, I'm trying to say it's frightened like me. And all these emotions in mine keeps holding me from giving my life to a rainbow like you. But what's up, Shawn Mendes? Shawn Mendes. I did a red carpet today, and I never do red carpets, but I did a red carpet for the Montreal Comedy Festival, the Just for Laughs Festival. And I was like, this is an away game. I really respect this industry and this craft, and I'm going to do the red carpet. And they asked me about you, and I really went off on my love for you, and 60% of it was your musicianship and your friendship, but 40% of it was your physicality. And I just want you to know that I left feeling like maybe that was a little too much. But really, I would prefer it if you would stop getting taller and just overall more dense with star power. It's uncomfortable for me. It's off-putting. And it's hard to sleep at night because there's someone in this world. It's like I'm crusty old Terminator, and you're like liquid dude Terminator, and you're gonna what? You're gonna stop. That would be nice. Can someone inject you with something that would stop your pituitary gland from doing its thing? No, really. You had to duck to come into my house the other night. By the way, what a great punctuation to put on a line. Just take a giant sip out of a jar full of shake. Be like this. But I actually, legitimately, no joke, do feel better about having told you that. I doted on you. Really honest to God. You're just star power, I don't know. I'm going to talk about other stuff. Anyway, heads up. TF is happening here. I just played a show that went super late. It went till like 3:30. And then I came in my room and I'm making a shake. Because that's rock and roll. But you know what that is? That's sustained rock and roll. That's how you live past 27. Shakes. I'm not 6'5". I'm 6'3", and I have no problem. That was combative. I'll let it slide. It's Friday night. I'm in Montreal. Here's the thing about me singing songs. Like, there's certain singers who can sing their songs quietly, but I'm not a very good singer. There's someone in my room. You know, hotel doors are really thin. You ever hear a knock at what you think is your door, and you're like, motherfucker, who is this? And you go to the door, and like, it's not for you. It's like across the hall. Oh man, I'll give myself $20 if I remember what I was saying. I'll give myself $20 if I remember what I was saying. And I don't. By the way, I just want you to dig my flexibility right now. That's not my arm. That's my leg. It's the arm of my lower half. Isn't that flexible? Really, to understand my flexibility, you have to see the stiff leg there. Oh, that's screenshotted. Oh, I just know that's screenshotted. Anyway. I think this is what marriage is going to be like. Marriage is going to be big, loud show. Rah, rah, rah. Get in the car. Get back in your room. Make a shake. Watch a movie. Chill the hell out. Oh, here's what I was talking about singing. By the way, like, this room is fucking ridiculous, and I don't want you to see it because you're gonna think it's like, you're gonna think it like reflects on what my needs are. I just want you to know that these are not my needs. I don't really need this. I just want you to know that I don't need it. I think it's ridiculous. It's really nice. It's great. You know, I travel a lot, so it's nice to have a room. You know, it doesn't feel like a cage, you know, but this is ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. I want to show you how ridiculous it is. I'm also just having a shake here. So there's sort of like this mix of highbrow and lowbrow that I'm sitting at this table where I feel like the Illuminati meets. This is like the Illuminati room. And I'm just drinking a shake out of a blender thing. Hey, what's this called, by the way? Is this a blender? Hey, can you pass the salt? Batman, it's a Batman thing. What is this called? Can anybody tell me what this is called? Huh? Does anybody know? What's this called? That's not the blender. What am I drinking out of right now? This is not. It's not a jug either. This is not a blender. The blender is the base. This is not the jug. What is this called? That's a pitcher's a blender jug. You know it's not called a blender jug. It is a pitcher, but if you feel like pitcher makes you feel 100% confident that this case is closed, I'll move on from it. It's not a jar. Oh, just at the time that someone said jar. It's not a mixer. It's not a glass. Pitcher feels the best so far. Picture this. Blender component. Blender torso. That's interesting. I don't know. Someone says not a pitcher. Okay, a curated glow. Tagging in. Not a pitcher. Blender jug pitcher. A shake holder. Interesting. Not sure it's gonna hold water. Blender body. Blender part. Jar. It feels jar-like, but it's not a jar. It's not a blender jar. Blender arms, no. Blender chalice. Now, that's actually kind of interesting. This does have a chalice. I'm going to explain to you why I drink out of the jar in a minute. Does anybody know why I drink the blender straight out of the blender pitcher? Tell me, guess why I do. Tumbler is interesting too. Someone said Googled, it's a blender jar. Okay. Tell me why I drink straight out of the blender jar. Tell me why. Nope. Not less dishes. Not too lazy to clean. I mean, no, I have a strong work ethic. Believe me. Not to save on washing up. Not less dishes. Not because I can. The answer is, hold on, people are still throwing them in. Not an animal. Not technically less mess. Not stays cold. It does look cool, but that's not why. Not tastier. Jordan Rubin, I do know better. Not lazy. Look at me. I'm in 2 bands and I do shows. I'm not lazy. Big mouth, even big cup. That's interesting. The answer is nope. I really want you to figure this out. Please dig deeper. It's not a bachelor thing. Yes, you get to drink all of it. Jiro, aka my hero. When you pour a shake into a cup, you lose more of the shake because it hugs the cup. You only want to take your shake straight from the glass because you will lose it on the sides of another cup. And we are in the shake conservation mindset. That's why. Hate your style and hate it. It's a little redundant, but okay. I'm not sure how that's going to pan out for you in your day-to-day life, but if that's a feeling you get something from, you can have, who knows? Take it and let it fuel whatever art you have going on. Isn't it still on the side of whatever it's called? Well, yes, but once you pour it into a cup, it's still on the side, and it's going to line the sides of the next cup. Not interested. What's more important, scales or arpeggios? I don't see those. Hold on. Well, you can't play arpeggio without scales. It doesn't. It sounds like someone who doesn't. I don't know. I'm sorry. I want to be yes and I can't cooperate with you on that question. They don't seem to be opposing in any way. It is chocolate clean program. So it's like space food. I get fed without the experience of eating. I would have been done with this an hour ago if it weren't for the fact that I'm talking in between it. Here's what's in the shake. Almond milk, blueberries and blackberries, clean program powder, almond butter. No more hunger. Anyway. All right. Thank you for helping me come down. Take your shirt off. No. Have a lovely night. I just, once again, I want you to know that I don't need this. But it's nice. It's nice. I don't. I didn't ask for it directly. But that's the fun of travel, is that I'm not really sure what the room's going to be. Okay. I have a lot of hair in my head for being 40, all plugs, front to back. Actually, I have male pattern baldness, but they took all the hair from back here, put it up here, All plugs. Can you see the doll hairs? They're like little doll head. Well, have a good night as well. Talk to you later. Let's see. Anybody want to talk? Is anybody watching that wants to? Who's around? I really have to go. I just can't guarantee my palatability at the moment. I'm out of here. Have a great night. I want to keep my line of credit high with you so that when you see that I have gone live, you're like, I want to see this. It's always something good. This is not good, so I'm going. Good night. Sleep tight.